title of the speech, Barista Speak 101. And her information, continuing education, knowledge of what all the lingo you're hearing, you hear in a cafe. All right, and we're perfect setting for you. Let's welcome Becky.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests. Red eye, black eye, white lightning. What does all that mean? Well, continuing from last week, those of you who were not here, we discussed how Howard Schultz brought to our country the essence of the cafes in Milan that showed connection. And he brought back the sizes of our drinks, which many people don't understand as to why he wants us to use the Venti, Grande, and Tall. And it's just a matter of making it fun. Also how the Americano was made, and that was during World War II when the GIs were in Europe and would order these espressos and didn't care for the taste, so they would add a water to them to dilute and make them more Americanized. Therefore, the Americano was born. But today I want to step a little bit further and tell you about some of the drinks that you often hear that we don't understand what they are. And I think one of the reasons these drinks were developed was because people don't like the taste of coffee. Kind of like alcohol. We don't like alcohol necessarily, but we want the warm and fuzzy feeling that it gives us. So we'll take a tequila, we'll add orange juice to it and grenadine, and call it a sunrise and go, that's pretty tasty, I like that. Or we'll take our Captain and add Coke to it. And therefore we're able to drink it. And I think that's why coffee drinkers will go into a coffee shop and they'll dress up their drinks. First of all, let's start with the drinks I mentioned earlier, which is the red eye, black eye, and the white lightning. Those are the people who really want their caffeine and really enjoy the taste of coffee. Because a red eye is a cup of coffee that you add a shot of espresso to. And if you haven't guessed a black eye, it's 2 shots of espresso in your cup of coffee. Now the white lightning, I believe, was created for a college student because they really want that caffeine for their studying, to stay awake at night, but they don't like the taste of the espresso, so they add something sweet. And that's white mocha. So when you hear a 4 and 4 white lightning, what you're getting is 4 pumps of white mocha and 4 shots of espresso. Pretty disgusting. These people drink it all the time. I had a gentleman that came in and he would order an 8 and 8, an 8 and 8 white lightning. Wow. Really? When he pulled up to the window, I even said to him, "Sir, you just needed a IV of coffee." Bam, put it right in there. And I go, I gotta come up with a name for your drink, because I name my customers drinks, because I always thought that was kind of clever and fun. I go, I don't know what to name this. I go, it's crazy. Crazy 8. Crazy 8, there it is. So when he would pull in the next time, I'd say, good morning, welcome to Starbucks. Crazy 8. And I never offered him an extra shot, which is I normally would do, because I felt he had plenty. So those are the 3 drinks that people drink when they want coffee, and they want the taste of it. However, most of us like to dress up our drinks. And I met a lady one day who said to me, well, I was at Starbucks and it was so expensive. And I got my drink and it was horrible. Horrible. I find that hard to believe because I know the care that those baristas take in presenting their drinks to them and handcrafting them according to how they order them. So I asked her, I said, well, what was wrong with your drink? Well, there was nothing there. There was a little bit of coffee and it was all foam. Well, what she didn't realize is that what a cappuccino is. Many of us go to a gas station and will order a cappuccino, not realizing that that isn't even close to what a cappuccino is. Actually, in my opinion, it's not even close to a drink. But that's okay. I mean, you do what you do, and that's fine. I mean, they make a good cup of coffee because that's hard to deny that you can make a cup of coffee and you can't go wrong on that. But when you're making cappuccinos and latte, it is an art, it's a craft, and it's a skill. When you're making a cappuccino, you're going to put your shots of espresso in there and you're going to froth that milk. And what that does is it aerates it, makes it very sweet. And you're going to pour that milk quickly so that you capture the essence of the foam in that cup. So when you're handed that cup, it is going to be light. It is going to feel empty because it's filled with foam. So I said to her, maybe what you really wanted was a latte. And she says, well, maybe. And I says, well, what a latte is, it's still your shots of espresso. You can add flavor to it if you like. And they're going to froth that milk. However, this time, they're going to tap it, separate it, pour milk in there, and just top it off with a little bit of foam. Well, it's still expensive. Okay. So let's try an Americano. You're gonna get your shots of espresso. They're gonna put water in it to dilute it, and then you can add your flavor and a little bit of milk, and it's not gonna cost you as much. Now, it's just too expensive. Well, then maybe what you want is a cup of coffee. You can put your cream in there, you can put your flavoring, and it's still gonna give you a nice essence and cut the coffee flavor. It's just too expensive. Well, I gave up on her. After all, I mean, a cup of coffee really isn't expensive at Starbucks. Yes, your lattes are, and your fancy drinks. And the reason for that is because they're creating things that are going to take more effort. You're expressing the coffee, you're steaming the milk. So you pay $4 for that, but a cup of coffee really is no more than anywhere else. The other thing that I found was interesting is the fact that we don't always experiment with our drinks. And I think we can go in there and we can be somewhat discursive because we're rambling on and on about the fact that we don't know what we want. Don't be afraid to go into a Starbucks or any cafe and talk to the barista. That's what she's there for. She will tell you what you want. Tell her what you want in your drink. Because what you're gonna do is you're gonna order what you like, and then you'll get what you like. It's very simple. I personally don't want a red eye. I use Visine for that. And by no means give me a double shot of espresso. I do not want that either. And I want a nice caramel macchiato in a venti cup with extra caramel. A caramel macchiato is my drink, and it may be yours. Because a caramel macchiato is a drink that's sweet, and it sounds like I'm really ordering something special. And it is special. So make your drink special by going in and talking to your barista and learning how to order your drink. So once again, that you get what you order, and you will like what you order. Thank you.